Hey guys, I'm coming through with a March cancer update. So today's been a really busy day. I've had 3 appointments, and so it's been a really long day. And so I wanted to come by and kind of give you an update and let you know what I know so far. So as some of y'all who've been following my journey, my name is Lorianne. I am 56 years old, and I have neuroendocrine small cell carcinoma lung cancer in the right lung and have been dealing with it since December of 2024. And I also am visually impaired and been that way for the last 24 years with optic nerve damage. So, guys, I've been through chemo radiation back in 2025 and finished with that in April, mid-April, and I've been doing immune therapy to kind of keep the cancer from spreading. So every 3 months, my doctors have been requiring for me to have a PET scan and a brain MRI. So we've had a PET scan and brain MRI recently. The PET scan showed no other cancer in my body. The only thing that was lighting up was in the right lung where the spot where the tumor was. It still got some scar tissue and stuff there, so it lights up on the PET scan, but the tumor has been gone. So they got rid of that tumor, but there is some, signs of it there. So the immune therapy has been kind of maintaining it not spreading throughout my body. But I found out today that immune therapy does not penetrate your brain. So that immune therapy was not helping if anything happened to go to my brain, which the brain MRI, which we had one in December, which was clear, but we had one just recently on March 15th. And within 2 hours of having the brain MRI, it popped up with the results in the My Chart. And my daughter saw it first, and so she copied it and put it in Chat GPT, and it gave her an explanation of what the report said. So she gave me a call, and we discussed it and talked about it. And so basically, we got a phone call on Monday from the radiation doctor, and he confirmed what we had already read in the report, that I now have cancer in my brain. So the cancer has spread to my brain. I have a grape-sized tumor in my left occipital lobe. I think that's how you say it, occipital lobe. So it has something to do with your eyes. It can cause you to be blind. It could cause blurriness. It could cause stuff like that. And apparently the left side of your brain controls the right side of your brain, which I never knew that. But so it's in the left side of my brain, in the occipital lobe, and it's not touching anything else in my brain. It's in a good location from what they said. So my 2 options he gave me right now is he can go in and fit me with some kind of head thing, and then they would do a 3D scan and a CAT scan, and he would target it with radiation. I would do a 1-week deal, and I'd go 3 times, so once every other day. So I'd have 3 treatments in 1 week. That's the way he would treat it. And he told me something I had not heard during all this, is that now that it's gone to my brain, it is considered non-curable. And did not want to hear that, but that's what he blatantly said it today, that it is now non-curable. And he even made it clear that even though I might have only 1 tumor right now, there's possibility you will have more in the future. So his option for me too was he would like for me to go see a neurologist and have them take a look at it and decide whether they should operate or not, because you could operate, take it out, and then he would come back a month or so later and target it with radiation in the cavity area that they took out the cancer in. And that would be more preventative type stuff to try to help not from spreading. It's more like maintenance, really, to give you a little bit more longevity, and so that you don't get taken out any sooner, is from what it sounds like to me. So we did those appointments. That's his suggestion. So we had to go over to Lexington and see the foot doctor. So my foot's getting a little better, but I had some callousing and stuff, so they had to scrape it today. And then they're sending me to get new shoes with inserts in them to help keep the pressure off that area until it fully heals. And then they will come back and do some kind of foot surgery on that toe that is curved like that. So that's the foot doctor appointment. We ended up going to oncology too, which is my normal visit I have every month. We go to oncology, and the nurse practitioner was in today, so we didn't see the actual doctor. So this is news to them about the brain tumor. So she basically is sending all the information to the doctor who will be in on Monday, and she told me that instead of doing immune therapy on April 2nd, that I needed to come in and actually see the doctor. And so she's going to set up the schedule where I can come in and see the doctor, and then they would go over, whatever we have talked with the other doctors and come up with a game plan. Because from what my understanding, immune therapy does not penetrate the brain. So there may be other treatments for brain cancer that I'm not aware of yet. So now we got to wait till April 2nd to hear from the oncologist on his treatment plan. But we're trying to get in, like I said, with neurology, and get some information on the surgery part of it. Now, the one thing she said was if they did surgery, they could at least, biopsy it and all that stuff and be able to tell me more if it is the same type of cancer that was in my lung, if it's the same one in my brain. So that's one positive, because if it was some kind of other cancer, then they'd have more knowledge of how to treat it. So far, that's my update. Not anything I wanted to hear. I've had a long conversation with the man above and asking him to, take care of this for me. And I trust and believe that he's going to see me through this. And I'm asking and putting in my request for another 30 years on this earth or more so I can see my grandson grow up. So please put me in your prayers. I'll let you know more once I've seen neurology and talk to the oncologist to find out what my plan is from here. But looks like radiation, possible surgery, and maybe more types of medicine from oncology. All right, take care, y'all.